Like to know.
Hi, Wasteland TV. We are here with.
Edward Luena.
So, what's Edward Luena doing since last year?
This year I'm actually doing illustrations for Labyrinth, the role-playing game, and I did a couple of books. I illustrated them for Jennifer, and hopefully I'll be doing some more illustrations for her in the near future. And I'll be doing the cover of Labyrinth's current module.
Which one? The new one that hasn't been released yet, or is it already?
No, it hasn't been released yet. It's still a work in progress. I can't say anything about it.
Okay, because I interviewed the game designer yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I was talking with him today.
More than likely, if you mentioned what it is, that's probably the one.
No, we didn't mention it, but he was telling us about the game, and we're going to game test it on our site for him.
Okay, so that's why I'm not saying anything.
It's
right.
A secret. You don't want to ruin the surprise in D&D.
And that's true, because then I'll guess.
You know, it's like people watching YouTube clips just see the end of video games, and then realize, why isn't it as good as when I watched it on YouTube? Because you already saw the end of the road.
There you go. But that's what I'm doing, and I'm actually talking with somebody right now where they wanted to do little figures of my character.
Which character?
Senshi, the rabbit girl.
Uh-huh.
And I've actually talked with Doc, and I'm going to be doing a children's book with him. He wanted originally we were going to do a coloring book, but then since I did this one with the children's book, I thought I'd pitch it to him to see what he thinks, and he likes the idea, so we're going to work on a children's book.
So you put. What about Crow? You were showing him off last year. What happened to him?
He's in the back burner right now because I got busy doing these other projects that I'm getting paid for, so gotta eat.
Gotta eat. Everyone's gotta eat.
But anyways, he's in the back burner, but he'll be there. But right now, more than likely, you'll see Senshi first. That's why we're doing a little figure.
So what does Senshi look like? Do you have a picture of it?
Actually, yes, I do. If you see that little cover right there.
Right there?
That's Senshi right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Appeals to the anime furry fans.
Yes, I would say so. Pretty popular. Whenever I draw her, she gets really popular. So we're gonna do a little figure of her, and
is it gonna be posable or solid?
A solid figure. But we're going to see about getting a posable version of her. We're looking into Rebel Tech. Are you familiar with that?
Japanese or
yes.
company?
We're going to see if there's any way we can get the rights to, or at least approach them.
Approach them and get like I think they do 30 points of articulation.
Yes,
60 points.
yes. See if they.
Very well hidden the joints too.
Yes. Because I would love to have a posable Senshi, because something like that would be very nice to have. You
would want to know what some of these people do with opposable types. What happens in back doors stays in locked doors.
Yeah, I've seen that. But I have one of the Robotech figures now that I used when I do the drawing and stuff. So it's very helpful.
Yeah.
Very, very helpful because
you can see how they function, how they change, what little joints move correctly.
That's correct. That's why I think having Senshi would actually help me draw her too some more. But that's what I'm looking at, and that's my future goals are right now.
Okay. So what is Mass Hysteria here?
Mass Hysteria is a card game. It's based on the old war game that you used to play with the 52 deck card.
It was actually a game before that?
No. You remember the card games that you play with the regular?
War.
Yeah, remember you play War? Well, my friends decided that they would try to do something similar to that, but a little more added to it.
So is it going to be a two-player game or multi?
It can be a two-player or multi.
What's the max of players you can have with the game?
I think it's up to 6, I think. That's what they're saying.
Especially since card games are really popular in box right now.
Right. And we're hoping that if it gets popular enough that they'll add more cards to it. So it'll
or
be
even go as far as a role-playing game. So it looks like it'd make a great miniature-based fighting game.
That's the next step.
Because seeing the dogs and the cats fight, I don't think anyone's exploited that in such a long time in tabletopping.
No, actually, that was the next step. But we were going to see how the card goes, and then from there, we were actually going to do the next one. The next thing that they wanted to do was was Crow the Bear Clan tabletop. So with the little miniatures and all that. So that's another reason why they wanted me to bring Crow back.
And that's not bad. I've read the first 3 issues I got from you last time.
So you
and
actually
it will lend itself to it.
So you did enjoy it?
Yes, and then I found number 5 in a 50-cent box.
Good.
Now I need number 4 and 6 to finish reading the entire run.
There you go. If you can get those, then I'm sure you'll appreciate it. Like
Yes.
I said, a lot of people are still. The story, they said it was so good enough that they're still waiting for me to finish the story.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised when you said it never ended. I thought it had finished.
No, it was supposed to be like I said, originally a 12-part series, and it did have an ending, but an ending that was open-ended in a way that it can continue in case it got popular.
Like basically all of these comics that were finite, they had an ending where the character could continue like a pulp novel.
Yes. Actually, if you want, I can give you a little synopsis of what the idea was, where everybody thinks that the character Great Gira, I'm sure you read him, he looks like he's a typical despicable character, actually.
Is he the other bear guy?
No, he's the Reptilian King.
That's what I was thinking. It's either the Reptilian King or the bear guy.
No, he's the Reptilian.
You know, the bounty hunting bear.
Right. So, but you'll find out later that he's actually not so bad. But that's later on in the future. Yeah, actually, in the continuing section of past the 12-part series.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I'm laying it, the storyline, actually, you'll find out why he's so, despicable, and then you'll find out that circumstances sometimes causes people to be evil. And then you find out they're not as evil as you thought they were. They
Yeah.
were just,
situations in life.
Right.
Life.
That's what I'm trying to do. Is try to put people in situation that when they read it, that there is no such thing as good or evil, true good or evil. It's just a matter of how people look at them.
Yes, because Crow does questionable stuff when he finally escapes
Right.
to survive.
There you go.
But we'll end it here, and I hope to talk to you next time.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Enjoy the interview.
Thank you. Take care.